What's going on, YouTube? I hit up the LCS today. Just mostly actually just wanted to go in and see my dude. Talk to him. Shoot the breeze. I like Harry quite a bit. He's definitely my my guy. My LCS man. If you've watched this channel much, you would know. Hopefully you do know. Hopefully you do watch. If you don't, it's never too late, baby. We have a very, very, very good relationship. He's a phenomenal guy. He's the kind of LCS you can go into and have a cup of coffee and spend nothing, whether he knows you or not. That's just the way he is. Straight shooter, good man. In fact, I've yet to find anyone say anything negative about him, and if they did, I'm not sure I'd believe him. Okay, so went in there today. I shot a short. Unfortunately, I didn't plan to do that, and my phone was not on silent, and my 5%er anthem, if you know what that is, was very loud toward the end of the video when my phone went off. I could not edit that out, so it might be worth checking. It's the last short I posted. Go check it out. What he had to say was very beneficial. There are, a couple different camps out there. There are a lot of people saying that since the bank failures have happened, metal sales have gone up, and I am not a pumper. You know that. I never will be a pumper. The only thing I pump is doing something to set yourself up. I don't care what you do. Do something beneficial. I don't even care if it's saving fiat. Do something. Don't blow all your cash. Don't blow all your assets. That's what I pump. So I don't want to get misconstrued here. But there are a lot of people that seem to think that metal sales have increased because of bank failures. And I think there's two more reasons as well that we're going to talk about. And there are people that seem to absolutely think that they have not increased due to bank failures whatsoever. And to me, you got jokes, son. They have. Today, when I was talking with my guy, he said it started Saturday. He went through hundreds of ounces, and he told me some things off camera too we're going to talk about. And he told me today that just before I got there, he was wiped out. And I've seen him wiped out once, and he's never wiped out for long. Now, when I got there, if you watch the short, he was not wiped out. I don't know if he had a lot of sales come in. I don't know if he had some orders that he ordered show up. I didn't ask, but he told me he moved today before I got there, just after 3 o'clock, well over 1,000 ounces, or 1,000 ounces or a little more. He even told me a little more off camera. He told me he's moved quite a bit of gold too. And when I told him, there are some camps out there that say that these bank failures have not increased metal sales, he said to me, he goes, "Who says that?" And, we had a good... Okay. Sure they have. I don't think people are backing up the truck. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. What I am saying is I just purchased a 10-ounce bar online. God, I can't wait for that to show up, man. Woo-hoo! It's sexy. I like it. And I just grabbed, he had 4 Cook Islands laying out, and I just wanted those. He had a lot more. Apparently not earlier in the day. And I just wanted to, see him. I hadn't seen him in a while. Talk to him. I think it's safe to say that when any kind of financial catastrophe on any level happens that's publicized, a couple banks failing, for instance, like what we're seeing now, there's going to be some people that gravitate more, they're going to stack a little bit heavier than normal. Again, I don't think a lot of people are backing up the truck. I'm not. I don't think it's a bad idea necessarily to back up the truck. I mean, I love metal, but I don't think it's necessary either. But I definitely have noticed that there's an increase. Also, aside from that, let's keep in mind over the last couple of years, there has been a huge increase in the number of stackers entering the world. The world of stacking. I've done community polls on this. I didn't really believe it. Because I've heard that for years. Oh, more people are stacking now than ever. I'm like, no, they're not. Well, the polls don't lie. So you have that, And let's also keep in mind, we had a recent pullback in price. So you have two camps of people when that happens. You have the people that, you know, buy silver and gold when they're loved, and then you have stackers who buy them when they're unloved because it's cheaper. So you combine all those three things, those three recent events. Sure, you know, you're going to have less inventory and more purchases and less availability out there, and more people stacking, which is just a phenomenal thing. Yeah, I agree. Stack up. So again, let's look at things realistically. Let's break them down. Let's talk to people in the community, ask them what they're doing. Let's talk to our LCSs. You know, let's even look at online bullion dealers that are, of course, going to, you know, say, oh, stock up now, prices are down. Of course they're going to do that. That's their business, but that doesn't always mean that they're not telling the truth. I definitely think metal's a great place to be. I think it's you know, a good alternative to having a bunch of fiat tied up in the system. I think people are waking up to that more and more, which I think is great. I also think it's going to draw more attention to it, and you know, I think the government's going to, you know, look at that more. Anytime something gets popular, like say Bitcoin, right? The government's like, oh, we got to regulate this. I hope that doesn't happen with stacking. I'm not saying it will, and I'm not. This is not a FOMO video, fear of missing out, none of that. I'm just looking at things realistically. I'm watching what people are doing, watching their behavior, and you know, just kind of kicking back and thinking, planning things accordingly. Let me take a sip here. What are you guys up to? You put more metal in your portfolio because of all the talks of bank runs? Are you, and the obvious failures, are you hanging on to more fiat outside the system? Are you going on about your daily business like normal? Share your thoughts. Like, subscribe. Once we get to 1,000 subs and hold for a few weeks, y'all know what's going down. Y'all know. So let's converse. Let's talk about it. Let's bounce ideas off each other. Let's make wise purchase decisions. You know, let's not go out and buy a bunch of metal thinking we're going to miss the boat. But let's also not forget to, you know, add to the portfolio. Again, not a financial advisor. Do your own research. You know, come up with your own thoughts, your own actions. Take this for what it is. This is merely my opinion. But whatever you do, hit the subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment. I love talking with you guys. I love it. And also, don't forget, keep stacking.